Esteemed ladies and gentlemen, enshrining special rights for children is always a risky endeavor. The state is given authority that is a parental right, and if it doesn't receive them voluntarily, it simply takes them. We have witnessed many examples of this over the past years. In the Netherlands, almost 2,000 children have been removed from families as part of the so-called child benefit scandal. Their whereabouts remain unclear to this day, and even when the parents were later informed that the whole state-organized action was unjustified, the children have not seen their parents again to this day. Or look at Norway. The state authorities there have taken over 7% of all children from families. In over 70% of cases, this was done without parental consent. Here, it might be sufficient to say this. In Norway, kids were brought up in traditional gender roles, such as not having their own rooms. In Germany, around 60,000 children are not with their parents, and this number is growing. The Self-Determination Act started in Germany on November 1st. The intense discussion on children's rights in the Constitution will exacerbate this situation. We all want children to grow up in a safe and protected environment, and only where this is not the case should the state intervene. In all other cases, hands off our children. Raising children is a matter for parents. Let's strengthen our families, let's create the material and non-material conditions so that children can stay with their parents and defend ourselves against the encroachment of the state, which has no place whatsoever in the education of our children. Thank you.
I listened carefully to your speech, where you insisted and focused on the fact that we cannot ask the state to intervene in the way parents raise their children. However, there are also families that have totally unsuitable parents. They have parents who neglect their children emotionally, psychologically, don't take care of them, and in much worse cases, there are parents who rape and sexually abuse their children. In these cases, where will children find protection?
The state intervenes where children are categorized and where children disappear from their own parents. This is absolutely right. However, looking at the statistics from Norway, or as I said, the Netherlands, where 2,000 kids were removed from families because the fathers were considered unfit for their children, the government later admitted, "We were wrong. You had the right to your child. This was a significant error." But they were rightly taken away, and these children have not returned to their families. These were mainly families who lived in cramped housing conditions and where people simply said, well, the children are just gone now. By now, they've been away from the family for 3 or 4 years and they're not coming back to the family. That is the injustice that has happened to the children.